make my own way. I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? What if I go stronger? What if I go stronger?
What up? What's going on, YouTube? It's Built for Anything. I'm here with the video. Just wanted to explain to you guys some of the pros and cons of living in Dallas, Texas. All right. So now, if you've been following my videos, you know that I'm from New York. Just relocated out here. It's been probably around maybe 2 weeks. And listen, this is just so far. You know, obviously, you know, I have a longer time to kind of see some more pros and some more cons, and obviously I'll do other videos or answer any questions that people may have about moving over here. So I just wanted to just tell you guys the pros and cons, right? I'm gonna start with the cons because it's not many. I'm gonna be honest. I'm loving it out here. Born and raised in New York, came out here, and it's completely different, but in a good way. So I'm gonna start with the cons, the things that I don't like right now, and then I'll go into the pros. All right. So hopefully this can help anybody out there who's maybe thinking about coming down here, that just kind of want to know how it is. All right. So the first thing I will tell you in terms of the cons is the weather. Yeah, believe it or not, it's the weather. Because the weather could be a little bipolar, all right? And it's actually also a pro for me, but it could be a little bipolar because in the morning time it could be hot, afternoon it could be cold, morning it could be cold, afternoon it could be hot. That is during the winter months. Right now it's considered the winter time, so you see I still got on a hoodie, but it's nothing like dramatic. Like you're not gonna really see 10 degrees and negative degree weather. For the most part, it's always going to be somewhere in like the 40s and 50s and that type of thing. Okay. Another con that I have is it's not for a big city, right? Texas is huge, and I'm in Dallas, and there's other parts of Texas. It's not as diverse as you would expect a big city to be. Now, what I mean is this. You'll just find, there's certain parts of Dallas where you'll run into a lot of, it'll be predominantly one race over the other. Coming from New York, I'm accustomed to seeing just a variety of different people. However, I'm mostly going to see people like me. That's just the obvious. I'm from Caribbean background, so you see a lot of Caribbeans. But out here, you don't really see that, which is, again, it's not a bad thing. It's just, it might be a con for some people. If you really are more comfortable being around a certain group of people. I'm open-minded, so for me, I don't necessarily need to be around my group of people. I have plenty of friends and family and loved ones that I could always communicate with. I'm always open to meeting new people. I feel like we could learn from each other's cultures. So obviously, I'm primarily Caucasian out here. There's certain parts where you will see a lot more African Americans, certain parts where it'll be mostly Mexican and Spanish. Again, I'm just saying that might be a con for some people. Okay. Another thing, I wrote it down. Traffic. Okay. Traffic it's crazy. Like, again, coming from New York, if you're used to getting an Uber, if you're used to getting on a train, a bus, and getting where you're going in 10-15 minutes, or driving to where you're going 10-15 minutes, listen, if you don't like driving, don't come out here, because you're gonna be driving everywhere you go, like everywhere you go, and something could be 5 miles away. You got to get on a highway to get there. There's not too many corner streets, corner stores that you could just kind of get to fairly quickly. Unfortunately, I'm in a good area where there are things, around me, and I am in an area where it's really like a big hangout spot. So I could just go a couple blocks down and just see a bunch of different restaurants, a bunch of different bars and things like that, and hang out. But for the most part, the traffic, I'm going to work in the morning. That could take me up to an hour, depending on the traffic, where normally on a good day, it could be like 25 minutes. So yes, The traffic is a con, all right? So those are my cons. Now I'm gonna get into the pros. It's a lot. I'm gonna start with the weather, right? Because I said it's also a pro and a con. The weather's nice. When it's good, it's good. When it's good, it is good. One thing I do hear about is that, it does get really, really hot for the summer months. So I'm yet to kind of experience that part of it. But again, when it's good, it's good. I haven't had to put on a big jacket or anything like that. People are still walking around with shorts as we speak. Obviously, it all kind of depends on what your comfort level is. But coming from where I'm coming from on the East Coast, I'll take this weather all day long. Okay. Another pro is the cost of living. Cost of living out here it's low. You can really get by working at your local Best Buy, Walmart, wherever. You can own a home. Obviously, prices have increased over the years from what I've kind of researched, but they're nowhere near some of the bigger markets like New York, LA. You can spend $200,000, $300,000 on a huge house. Cost of living out here it's fairly low. Big houses, half the price of what you will see somewhere else. Okay. Another pro, speaking of, houses, the school system. So if you're out there, you have kids, family, from what I hear, the colleges, the high schools are really good over here. Obviously, there's certain parts. I hear places like Plano or Highland Park, McKinney Town. These are just some of the places that I hear a lot of people tend to move into because the school systems are rated one of the best. So obviously, if you have a family out there and you're thinking about the school system, definitely come out here. They're really, really big on that. Another pro is that it's a huge sports town. It's a huge sports town. So again, if you have kids that are, playing football, Texas A&M, it's a big culture out here. For example, football, right? A lot of Dallas Cowboy fans out here. Obviously, we know who I root for. Okay, so but they love their teams out here. They love their teams. Football, basketball, baseball. They love their teams out here with a passion. And what I noticed the most too is that I see a lot of older people, a lot of older women are into sports. I didn't really see a lot of that back in New York. So obviously that's a big thing. Another one, I'm gonna try to go through it quickly. Restaurants, you are going to see some really good restaurants out here. The Mexican food is banging. They do have the vegan culture is not like New York, but it is growing. So I will say that. But again, the restaurants, plenty of options to choose from. Next thing, shopping. If you love to shop, the malls, everything up here is bigger. Like when they say bigger, Texas, bigger is better and everything's bigger in Texas, they're not lying. I've been to malls that are just like, I'm just walking and it's just like, what the hell? Like store after store after store. Huge parking lots. It's just, if you like to shop, there's definitely places where you could come up here and just do your thing. The people out here are nice. Don't get me wrong. New York, you're gonna have good people there. Out here in the South, I don't know if it's just a Southern thing, but people are just way more accommodating, way more welcoming, very eager to help you, very excited to have you, come in and just share things with you. Listen, you're not gonna have a hard time talking to people out here. Like I just walk around, people just come up to me, I can just smile at someone, they smile back, they talk to me. It's from day one, the time I've been out here, I'm walking outside, somebody waves. It's just a Southern thing. The people out here are just really, really nice. Okay, so guys, that's everything that I could think of right now. If there's any questions, leave it down below. All right, guys, remember, no matter what life throws at you, you are built for anything. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.